So we've just left Ya'an and now must drive through Arlong Mountain in order to reach the Ganzi Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture, where our next destination lies. Luckily for us, we won't have to climb over Arlong's freezing peaks like these tea porters had to do in the old days. And once we reach the other side, the weather will turn from warm and wet to cold with intense sunshine. As for the next leg of our journey, we'll enter Kangding, the capital city of Ganzi Prefecture, pass by Xinduqiao, also known as the photographer's paradise, and finally arrive in Litang, one of the highest towns in the world. This is the road we're going to take. Let's get going. The journey from Ya'an to Kangding used to take nearly 20 days to complete back on the Otian horse trail. Thankfully, we now have the Arlong Mountain Pass, which allows us to traverse through the mountain as opposed to over it. At more than 4 kilometers long, the pass connects 2 different climate zones, so by the time we'd reached Ganzi Prefecture on the other side, it was already nighttime and markedly colder than it was in Ya'an. So we finally arrived in Kangding, and you can see that this is the best season to come here because of all the cars parked. But for tonight, the most important thing for us to do is to find some accommodation. Let's see if they have any rooms left. 哎，你好，你好，请问今天晚上还有屋子吗？没房间了。There are several 3-star hotels, but they're all packed. Let's go and find another one. 好，谢了。请问今天晚上还有房间吗？没有了。Hi, how you doing? Do you still have a bed available for tonight?
But we don't have the single, maybe one bed in the 4-bedroom?
Yeah, that's fine as well. What's the price?
It's 30 yuan per person.
Okay, no problem. So although the hotels were full, there were plenty of Tibetan-style hostels to take my pick from. The rooms were clean, the staff spoke good English and helped me book taxis, and I particularly enjoyed spending a night in an authentic Tibetan bed. The next morning, we set off to the sound of the rushing river bisecting Kangding. As soon as we left town, the landscape immediately opened up to us. It was an awesome experience driving along our road, with snow and cloud-covered mountains all around us, but we still had to tackle quite a few mountain passes before reaching our first snow-capped peak. Oh, it's bloody freezing! We've left Kangding and we've reached one of the first peaks on Zheduo Mountain. We're 4,300 meters high, and I'm not suffering from altitude sickness, but don't get too excited because your heart beats a bit too fast. I'm going to go check out that awesome stupa. Having reached Zheduo Mountain, we've now entered the historic region of Kham. It's one of the 3 ancient provinces of Tibet, with the other 2 being Amdo and Weitang. Once we'd frozen our socks off on Zheduo Mountain, it was a relatively short drive to Xinduqiao, our next, slightly lower altitude destination. You'll know you've arrived when you see the landscape around you transform into endless rolling pastures dotted with horses and rustic Tibetan dwellings. And in October, when the leaves fall, the plains are carpeted in a dance of colours. You don't even have to look for this scenery. It's all around us and everyone's stopped here to take photos. There's a very good reason why Xinduqiao is known as the photographer's paradise. With these kinds of postcard quality landscapes and excellent light conditions, even an amateur can point and shoot for a perfect picture.